Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Rick Connor from the Rassle Rock Podcast. Welcome to Rassle Build Rock, day number 4. This is the What Should I Paint? Or What Should I Draw? And I haven't decided what to call it yet, and it's going up today. Damn it. Let me tell you a little bit about today's design. It is the Flash Matters design. It is the Rick Matters logo, brand new Rick Matters t-shirt on a completely original design for a superhero shirt. I don't even buy that. But more important than all that, more important than the designs and the shirts and everything, is the charity that it's connected to. And this design is connected to the Best Friends Animal Society, which is an awesome charity, completely dedicated, that's the word I was looking for, completely dedicated to finding a home for all homeless animals. They want to put an end to the kill shelters and the, when animal shelters just kind of overflow, what do you got to do? You know, we can't take that pet, sorry. We can't take that animal because we're full, or, it gets nasty. So save them all! So let's move on to what today's video is about. I put out a post on Facebook not too long ago saying, hey, I paint a lot of stuff, what should I paint next? So a bunch of people commented on that post and told me what they think I should paint. For instance, Tom Kelly said I should paint Gritty busting through his logo of his podcast on his show. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so obviously I'm going to speed this up because otherwise we'll be here for a day. But Tom Kelly has a podcast on wildfireradio.com. It's a sports podcast. It's called the Patterson Avenue Fanatics. Pretty sure he was kidding when he said he wanted Gritty bursting through his logo. And here you see I'm drawing it in my sketchbook. I'm not a sports guy, so I kind of didn't want to waste the paint, which was kind of jerkish of me. True, but still, it's Gritty. And I'm not wasting paint on Gritty. If you don't know who Gritty is, he's the new mascot of the Flyers that looks absolutely insane. He's just a big orange monster. And everything I always paint, I always draw it out first just because it's 10 times easier. Here I'm using colored pencils. Like I'm but it's just, it's 10 times easier just to, just to draw it out first. Otherwise you're painting over it and painting over it. Every mistake you're just painting over. You know what? The Flyers logo is really hard to draw. I was really surprised at that. It looks like just a black and orange mess. But yeah, check out their podcast, man. I've heard a lot of the sports podcasts on Wildfire Radio, and they're one of the better ones. They genuinely have a good time as they're doing it. And I really should have put more effort into this. But nonetheless, there you go. Gritty bursting through the scene. Just slamming into it and rah! I don't know what Gritty is. The next comment is from Scott Marvel, who says, just paint your feelings. Okay, but I'm not going to get bitter about that. I'm not going to get upset or anything like that. I'm not going to do it. Let's move on to the next comment. Karen Kahlbacher, a good friend of mine, says, paint Amanda Brockman. Amanda Brockman, if you don't know, is a character from a show. It was on BBC America. It's called Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. It's based on the novels by Douglas Adams. If you're a Douglas Adams fan like I am, you're going to love this show because this was amazing. I read A Hitchhiker's Guide in high school. I read the Dirk Gently books that came out by Douglas Adams. This is a show done by Max Landis. If you know anything about Max Landis, you know he's absolutely crazy. So here I am drawing Amanda Brockman as the character from that, also with a member of the Rowdy Three, who I also know that Karen Kahlbacher very much likes, and kind of ships these two. So I figured I'd draw that. Kind of looks like that. I apologize for the table keep on moving. I was painting it on a on a coffee table with a tarp over it. And the table was on a hardwood floor, so every time I leaned into it, I gotta reach the top here, I would push the table a little bit, and in fast motion, it looks like I'm just shoving the table hardcore. It is extremely hard to draw and to paint to the side, because there's a camera over here that's pointing down at what I'm drawing, so I'm kind of drawing like this, so It looks a little odd, but that's okay. You know what? This came out really well, and I'm really surprised at how well it came out. Faces are very hard to draw, and even harder to paint and shade and all that other stuff. So this came out very well, and I think I'm gonna kind of dress this up, wrap it up, and give it to Karen for Christmas because it came out so well. Karen and I did a podcast on Dark Gently not too long ago, and it was really fun. I was really surprised at how much I liked that show, so check that out. It's called Something to Do. It's on iTunes. Look it up. So, yeah, painting black backgrounds. Look, finger paints. Just whatever. XXX. Just like... You ever seen the Reality 3 van? That's what this is all about. So there you go. You got Martin and you got Amanda Brockman. Done. Painted. I got one more painting I want to paint. Corey Castle sent me a picture a long time ago and said, hey, could you paint this? Because I think it would be awesome. So I decided to do that. I'm doing this one on a black canvas, which I've never really done before. I figured it would save black paint, but then it just causes me to use more white paint. Because now I have to do 2 layers of something instead of just the 1 layer on the white background. See, I'm doing like a white... Holy God, that looks terrifying! Without the eyes and the teeth, I don't know why I didn't notice when I was painting it. Oh my God, that looks like a monster! Someone just got all their skin removed or something. But you see there, I had to do 2 layers. On a black canvas, so I don't know. I thought it would be easier. I thought it would be cheaper at least, and it really wasn't. So Corey Castle sent me this picture a long time ago, and I really liked it, and I saved it to my phone, and I'm like, one of these days I'm going to paint this picture, and it's going to be just awesome. I love how I just leave the... Oh, there goes the table again. Bye, table. Bye, table. So yeah, the PlayStation remote just sitting out there like I'm not... also playing Detroit Become Human at the same time. If you haven't guessed by now what this is, oh yeah, there we go. We'll put the table back in the frame. So if you haven't guessed by now what this is from WrestleMania 13, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret the Hitman Hart. Austin got a little scrape on his head and just started gushing blood, and as he's sitting there in the sharpshooter, blood just streaming down his face as he's sitting there screaming. And that was probably one of the best matches. That's definitely the best heel and face turns that wrestling's ever had. I figure since it's Rassle Rock, you know, this painting doesn't have anything to do with Christmas, but I figured, hey, what the hell? It has to do with wrestling. So there you go. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Isn't that lovely? Merry Christmas, everybody.
Ho, 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 ho. Oh, hell yeah.
That's it, everybody. I asked you, what should I paint? You told me, and I did it, even though most of you were kidding. And by the way, F you for that. So please share this video. Let people out there know about Best Friends Animal Rescue. Because it's the holiday season, but also it's winter. It's cold outside. These animals need homes. They cannot be outside. They will not survive the winter. And this is all across America. This isn't just locally. This isn't just in one section or one state, one area of the country. This is all over the place that this charity helps out. So it's very important. It's very important to get our animals and somebody's stray cat that they see passing by could be somebody's beloved pet. It could be a stray dog one day, and then a little girl's best friend the next day. So this is why it's so important. Think about a pet that you had in your life, and think about what would have happened if that one never came into your life. How empty that little tiny piece of you would be. So please give to the charity. Please share this. Pick up something from the Teespring shop. The Flash Matters logo is on t-shirts and hoodies and all kinds of stuff. So if you can't buy a t-shirt, no, $15, it's holiday time. I don't have the money for that. $2 for a sticker, $10 for a mug. You can easily do this. And you'll be helping out a great deal. 75% of all proceeds go to this charity, and it's awesome. And it'll make you feel so good. So that's it for this episode of Rassle Bell Rock. I'm Rick Connor. Please join me next time for Rassle Bell Rock Day number 5.